Good morning. I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. Cruising with the case handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 9:30 a.m., on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. Now for the news in details. Jamaica's parliamentary opposition is seeking assurances from the Ministry of Health and Wellness that attention given to COVID-19 vaccination will not negatively affect Jamaica's immunization program. Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Marie Sky, is worried immunization programs against diseases like tuberculosis and measles will weaken as healthcare workers will have to administer the AstraZeneca vaccine due to arrive in February. Dr. Guy says the early date for the first set of vaccine doses is a good thing, but it could create another set of problems because additional healthcare workers have not received training to administer the doses. Jamaica's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Jacqueline Besacer McKenzie, has pointed to an increase in the number of social gatherings across the country, especially in the corporate area, which she says will lead to an increase in COVID-19 exposure and infections. The statement follows the record daily infections of 328 cases yesterday. A day earlier, the country recorded 263 new COVID cases. In a press release yesterday, the ministry said the positivity rate for the period has now increased from 14.3% to 15.70%. It noted that the number of active cases in the country has now increased to 4,074, with 130 COVID-19 positive patients in hospitals. Among the patients who are in hospital, 21 are moderately ill, while 17 are in critical conditions, the ministry said. Meanwhile, the Cayman Islands' current quarantine and testing requirements will remain in place until 90% of citizens aged 60 and older have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Premier Alden McLaughlin made the announcement on Thursday. He said all incoming travelers will continue to spend 14 days in quarantine and return a negative PCR test before being released. As of Thursday, about 55% of those older than 60 had been vaccinated in Cayman. In sports, the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, has written to the president of the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, Michael Ricketts, demanding the immediate shutdown of the training camp at the Captain Horace Burrell Center of Excellence. Minister Grange wrote to Ricketts after the Ministry of Health and Wellness issued instructions that the unauthorized camp must cease with immediate effect. All participants in the camp must remain at the facility to reduce the risk of infection, and the necessary application to host the camp will be made to the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. The minister said the government is concerned about the training camp, especially in light of confirmed COVID-19 cases among the players. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. Cruising with a case handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 9:30 a.m., on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. On behalf of the news and production team, I am Tracy Spence. We have a good morning.